Hi, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Yasmin from RoblesDesigns.com, and I'm going to be sharing with you a few strategies to use before you start working on your website. This is to help avoid any problems of you having to redo it, or redo the copy, or issues with how you laid everything out, what you're actually trying to achieve in each specific page on the website. I'm going to be sharing my quick and dirty tips for that. But first, if you don't know who I am, again, my name is Yasmin from RoblesDesigns.com. I am the boss lady there, and we create websites that sell and brands that are essentially drool worthy. If you find yourself envious of somebody else's website, come to us and we'll help you out. We work with entrepreneurs who are hell-bent on taking over the world. They are driven to succeed, and if you are one of those and you need branding help, again, feel free to contact us. But forgetting all of that, let's actually dive into the strategies, because these strategies are what people always forget to do before starting their website, and then they have to go back and do all of these edits live or on their website after it's launched and whatnot. So this is what you're going to need to do. And these are the tips that I give to my one-on-one clients, as well as in my group program. So this is like a little inside to those programs. Go get a piece of paper. Okay, go get a couple pieces of paper, and you're going to, depending on how many pages your website should have, and you should already have a rough idea on how many pages. If you're just starting out, didn't have, like, you might have 3 pages: your home page, your about page, and your contact page. At least have some kind of home page and a contact page. Um, if you are more robust than that, then you might end up having a home page, about page, services, contact, maybe a blog, and then maybe even 3 different packages and a $10 item, or whatever that may be. Definitely get enough pieces of paper for all of the pages that you think you will need, and then some, right? Now, you're going at the top of each page or piece of paper, you're going to write down the name or the type of page it's going to be for. So for example, your homepage will say, the paper for your homepage will say homepage. Your paper for your contact page will say contact page. Now you're going to write down any special name you're going to give that page. If you're in my group program, you've probably already done some research. If you're not, then do some research on how your competition does it. But typically, about pages are titled about me, or about us, about, and then insert your name. So like about Yasmin. And it depends on your industry, and if you're branding yourself or if you're branding like an agency, something like that. And let's say the blog, sometimes people call it newsletter or news or whatever that may be. Think about what the title of the page will be, and that's what's going to display in the navigation. Now write down the goal for each page. And some clients and some people in my group program have, a general goal for their website. So that may be, okay, my website will solely be used to gain followers, or my website will be used to really gain get people's emails. So opt-ins and freebies are the number one. Others say they just want to sell. They just want to get calls. They just want to sell their product, their course, whatever that may be. But that's really general, and that helps with your website overall, keeping you on track, but that doesn't help you with each individual page. So let's take the about page, for example. Let's say you're on that page, and so your paper will say about, and then below that it'll be maybe your special name for that page, maybe about Yasmin. And then below that, you're going to write down the goal for that page, and you should do it in 3 tiers. So what I mean is, what is your number 1 goal, what is your number 2 goal, and what is your 3rd goal? Um, Obviously, they're in order of importance. And so let's say for myself, my number 1 goal would be to actually show a little bit of personality, give a little bit of show why I'm an expert, and kind of show why it is that my solution and how I actually got to the solutions that I'm offering, and then why the solution is the best. Just in general, it's not a services page, it's just a general, hey, this is what I do, this is why I love it, and this is why I'm an expert, and this is why it has worked before. And So after that's my number one goal. My second goal, because that's the number one goal, that for me, that would be okay, connecting with people, and then maybe they'll get to the number two goal. Number two goal will be for to get them to actually hop on a call with me. So let's say I'm offering a free discovery call or anything like that, I will put that as my number two goal, to get them to get on my calendar and have a chat with me. My third goal will be that if they're not ready to hop on a call with me, but they've already read through my about page, they're kind of interested, but not fully having stepped into that discovery call stage, then I offer my freebie. That would be like, for example, I have a couple of different freebies, but my main freebie, I have, let's see, webinars. I also have a 3-day branding videos and stuff where I give more strategies on how to brand yourself visually. I also have a branding quiz. So you take a cute little quiz, and out comes this free brand guide, and then you can download the other brand guides as well. So that's how I do it. That would all of those would be under my third tier of importance for the goals. Now you're going to write down the how, and typically the hows they're similar on each page. So obviously calls to action or pop-ups or anything like that. But this is just in case that maybe you're going to have a different pop-up on that specific page, or a different call to action, or perhaps a anything specific. And it also helps keep you on track. So you're going to write down, like, for example, for my own, it would be, okay, my number one would be the copy. I need to make sure that the copy is selling who I am, and really working on that, because that's my number one goal, right? So that's the how. I'm going to hone in, I'm going to really work on my copy. My number two goal is to get them on a discovery call. And how are they going to get on a discovery call if I don't have a call to action, right? So my number two method will be to put a bunch of calls to action throughout the page. Finally, if they're not ready to get on a call with me, my third goal was to get them on a freebie. So I have exit pop-ups on my website, and then I have a freebie on the footer. So if they've already read through your entire page, whatever page that may be, if they've already scrolled all the way down and you don't have anything on your footer that will really kind of close the deal and get their email, at least because they've invested time in reading your page, so you might as well get them to give you their email. So that's the how, right? So back to my goals. My goal is to show them who I am, how I am an expert, and why I'm so awesome at what I do, and why they should, hire me. Number two goal is to get them on a discovery call. Number three goal is to get them on my freebie. How am I going to do that? I'm going to, one, work on my copy, two, work on my CTAs and put them throughout the page. Number three, I'm going to rework it so that I can have a pop-up, an exit pop-up. Those are the kind of pop-ups that I like. And we can talk about pop-ups in another video. So an exit pop-up, maybe a call to action somewhere in the middle of the text, but smaller than the other ones, so that this is like a third tier. And then finally, maybe all the way down towards the bottom, I will have in the footer somewhere reminding them about another freebie that I might have that might interest them. The final thing that I want to tell you is, and this is this step that a lot of people hate doing, even in my group program or my one-on-one clients, it's like they don't want to sketch it out. And you should totally sketch it out, and don't be afraid of making a mistake. That's why you grab so many pieces of paper. That's why you have a computer, whatever it is, wherever it is that you're sketching this out. I do recommend pieces of paper because it's faster, just even a pen, pencil, whatever that may be. And what you're going to do is kind of just lay out the page. So if you have filled up the front of that paper that you have for each of the pages, flip it over, and then you're just going to do boxes and squiggly lines for the body copy. And maybe even if you don't have a headline written out yet, then you can literally write out headline and maybe subheadline in smaller copy below it, whatever that may be. And it will kind of look like this, literally back of the napkin. You can do it it's just a square and squiggly lines and the word headline above there. And you can literally do this, waiting for the bus or whatever that may be, waiting for a meeting to start, for a client to call you. you can do it on your own and whenever you have time, and it will help you once you do that for the entire page. So let's say you start with, okay, maybe the main headline and image, maybe a few calls to action, my copy throughout, some images of myself throughout, and then all the way at the bottom, maybe a call out to my freebie. This is going to help you so that you, when you are ready and you hop on Squarespace, WordPress, whatever that may be, all you have to do is put the layout to use, and there you have a website that will be easier to put together, and you won't have to go back and forth and say, okay, now I have to flip everything to the right side because it looks better, or now I have to rework my copy. The helpful thing also about sketching it out is that you figure out how many headlines you need, how many CTAs you need, how much body copy you need before getting everything on your website. And because if you just jump right in, it's gonna look awkward, and then you might get disappointed and not want to do it anymore. So this really helps. To recap, number one, grab a piece of paper and put the name of each of the pages at the top, you know, what type of page it is. Let's say it's an about page. Below that, write down if it has a special name. So for example, about Yasmin or about us or whatever that may be. Write down your goals below that. What is your number one goal, number two goal, number three goal? Write down the how. So how are you going to achieve your first, second, and third goals? Then finally sketch it out on the back side of the paper, on the front side, wherever that may be. If you need more paper, if you need to redo it, whatever. It's just a sketch. It's just a plan, a blueprint to kind of guide you through what you're supposed to, how you're going to lay out your website. And again, it can look, you know, back of the napkin kind of thing. Literally, this is scrap paper that I've been sketching on for a website. And that is all for today. Remember to subscribe. I'm going to be giving you a bunch of tips on how to hone in on your website, how to get your visual brand leveled up. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to comment. You know, go to my website, roblesdesigns.com, go on the blog, follow me everywhere. Usually it's Robles Designs, at Robles Designs, Instagram at Robles Designs Studio. And yeah, that's it. I hope you have a great day, and may your website be as beautiful and awesome as you are. All right, bye-bye.